This girl Alicia was helping her boyfriend dig a hole under his feet because he had accidentally stepped on a mine. At the same time, a hunter passed by. She offered to ask this hunter for help, but when she saw seeing Alicia's hot body, he became wild and rushed towards her. She was right there in the battle. Chris, her lover, saw this scene and was helpless, not knowing what to do because if he moved, the bomb would immediately explode. This group of 3 boys and girls happy walked hand in hand to hang out in the mountains. They wanted to take a photo to keep as a souvenir. The younger sister, though he was bald and didn't know how to take pictures, so he came out to help. The photographer, listen, I heard a cracking sound and immediately screamed, my foot it's stiff and I'm stepping on something. Just stand there, move, and you can eat a whole bunch of bananas. It turns out that what this guy is stepping on is an hardcore mine. I was frozen for 5s. Daniel bent down and covered the ground around the bottom of the vehicle to confirm that there was a real mine. The bald guy shouted angrily, I too go find someone to help, and then quickly ran away like never before. The remaining 2 people appeared and ran behind the rock to call the police for help, but the police responded to Daniel, what wrong with your pants? Why do people have mines? Daniel, calm down, we're on the mountain. I really stepped on a mine. Please come help us. In response to Daniel's plea, he hung up so harshly that the policeman Daniel looked at the girl Alicia in despair. They said they wouldn't come to help us. Daniel went out to the rock and picked up the shovel and told the girl that when this mine explodes, dig a grave and divided it. Tell Daniel that you're teasing me. This mine, it must have been a fake. So Daniel pulled the wire from the mine. Alicia, who was standing next to him, suddenly peed all over his pants. Daniel took the chain and threw it far away. He left the girl behind and cut her ass as if she had never met. Alicia went looking for her. She decided to reattach the safety latch, but she tried for half a day and it didn't work. She advised her to give up, but Alicia threw of a way to dig a hole before the mine exploded. In order to jump into the hole before the mine exploded while she was digging the hole, a scumbag noticed the 2 of them. A black dog suddenly rushed towards Alicia from afar. She quickly ran out to stop the dog. The dog owner also rushed in, thinking that Alicia wanted to capture his beloved dog. The pervert didn't say much and held a gun towards them. Alicia said that they were busy talking. Who wants to steal your dog even if Alicia has it? He didn't say a word about his explanation. He held the gun and pointed it at the division. Before he could say a word, he opened fire and shot at him. Luckily, the bullet didn't hit him. Alicia immediately told her friend that I was stepping on a mine. The pervert smiled faintly and said, are you teasing me? Eva been hunting for over 70 years and have never stepped on a landmine, so he picked up a rock and threw it towards Chia, but he didn't dodge it and stood still. This time, he didn't see him. When he moved, he believed that Chia was stepping on Alicia's smooth face and immediately asked the pervert to help her dig the hole. Had no intention of helping her. He immediately went to Alicia's bag and rummaged through it, looking for something. He finally found it, Alicia pantiles. She immediately told him, if you like it, I'll give it to you. This old pervert won't let this go easily. What he wants is the pants Alicia is wearing. Haven't seen the pervert come in and scream, don't touch his girlfriend. He immediately took out the money and give it to the old man. He conveniently asked for it. He still wouldn't forgive Alicia for saving the person she loved. So she agreed with the old man. She went down and he stopped her. I want her to take off in front of me. Here, Alicia had no other choice. She had to take it off right in front of him. But she couldn't do anything. She couldn't help but watch her love being tortured. The pervert was satisfied. He picked up the shovel to dig a hole and suddenly started talking on the walkie-talkie. Cried Alicia came closer and told him she needed a walkie-talkie to call 911 to help them, but the old man didn't want to let her borrow it. He threw the pants and asked her to go pick it up, but Alicia didn't agree with him, so she picked up the shovel and digging a hole herself. For a girl like her with weak legs and arms, after only digging a few shovels, she no longer had any strength left. Alicia immediately stood up and picked up the pants. The pervert, not satisfied with his pleasure, immediately threw away the pants. He asked Alicia to go away and pick up those pants. He asked her to go away and pick them up like his dog because he criticized her for having to leave like a dog to pick up the pants and look at Alicia in pain. The old man was extremely pleased. This gloated that he had satisfied the request. Alicia immediately took the walkie-talkie, but the other party did not understand what she was saying. She immediately asked the old hunter to help her translate the name, status, and agreed to translate, but Alicia had to take off her clothes. The things on her body were still divided, so she told Alicia not to listen to him because she loved him. She did as he said. He came when Alicia took off most of her clothes, but he moved all the boys. The hunter saw her hot body. He dragged her out to an open mound of land. You know what he did? Hearing Alicia pitiful screams, he saw the gun and pulled the gun back with a string, saying he wouldn't forgive him. The pervert immediately arrested Alicia. The dog immediately ran towards him and immediately pulled the trigger. The shot hit Alicia, causing him to fall to the ground. But the mine did not explode. He immediately started singing a song and then turned around and left while, during the lost time, the girlfriend came to the hunter's house, pretending that he was lost. His wife and daughter were good people who invited him into the house, and the hunter was taking care of the bees without even noticing. You know, his daughter even gave him a map to copy the terrain here. The hunter wife invited him to stay for dinner until he entered the house. and stood up to greet him. He also knew his intention. When he got here, he immediately chased Chia away, but the old man's wife kept him there. The hunter started to get angry. His wife also realized something was wrong. Chia immediately stood up and went out. He immediately followed and warned Chia not to touch him. When it came to his wife and children, he immediately left with a satisfied smile. She pervert immediately let the dog follow him, and the old man returned home with a heavy face. This hunter worshipped so many gods and Buddhas but did such things. Confused, he wanted to call the police. Suddenly, a dog barked outside. He went out and couldn't find the dog. There was only a puddle of blood. Then he picked up the dog and went inside. He ran home and saw the dog. The hunter immediately took out a gun and turned it towards the division, but his gun had been divided and removed all the bullets. He immediately opened fire and shot the old man's legs, causing his wife and daughter to nearly pee their pants when they saw them in revenge. Chris just started and immediately told his daughter to tie up everyone in the family. He was afraid of death and said sorry. He said he drank too much that day. Please forgive his wife and daughter. He immediately forced his daughter to take off her pants. He spread it out like he did with his girlfriend and let him hold it in his mouth. He took out the bullet, leaving a bullet distributed to each person, but unfortunately, the bullet hit his daughter's head. At that moment, he also realized karma caused him to lose his daughter and forgave old man. He got his revenge, but he felt empty and immediately collapsed to the ground. This is not the outcome he wanted to see. It just hurts people. It's just suffering. So when we are good people, we also have to let the people around us know how to be good. Today, I'm here to say hello to everyone. If you like it, please leave it in the comment section.